This week on Your City Now, DPD gets a hand in investigating cold cases, common consumption areas are introduced, and an affordable housing project moves forward. These stories and more are just ahead. A $500,000 federal grant will enable the police department, its crime lab, and the district attorney's office to advance work towards solving 72 cold cases.
Our hope is that soon some of these unsolved cases will be able to be solved, and that we'll be able to share the good news with victims and their families that a suspect has been charged and their cases are finally going forward.
The funds will be shared among the three agencies so that work may proceed on unsolved homicide and sexual assault cases for which a suspect has been identified, but prosecutors have not been able to file charges against.
We continue to search for new leads and new evidence to solve serious crimes. This new cold case grant will allow us to continue this important work.
Denver's Integrated Cold Case Project officially launched in 2004 and was essential in solving numerous cases dating as far back as 30 years after the crimes were committed.
So there's quite a bit of success the project's had in 20 years, so I'm very proud of that. And this will really complete it.
The current grant will provide necessary funds for equipment and personnel to process and analyze evidence. To learn more, go to denvergov.org. On Wednesday, the city took a first step that might change the nightlife landscape in Denver. The city council is considering a measure that would allow areas for common alcohol consumption in approved entertainment districts, such as the 16th Street Mall. Alcohol would be allowed to be taken outside of one establishment and into the common consumption area, such as a closed-down street, public garden, or other space designated by the agreement. It allows for the existing license holders in the area to sell alcohol as opposed to a special event which brings in outside vendors. A rigorous process for application is involved, and it involves approval by neighboring businesses and residents among the many other requirements.
And they have to carry insurance and will be responsible for all of the things that happen in that common consumption area licensed premises.
Public comment was also held on the matter, with the majority speaking in favor of the measure.
Common consumption areas help create an added amenity for placemaking and community building that supports business and builds a strong economy.
Concerns about the measure came from residents who may be affected by the CCAs.
Our concerns from our RNO and our neighbors relate mainly to enforcement and education.
To learn more about the measure, visit denvergov.org and search Common Consumption. On Tuesday, Mayor Michael Hancock sat down with 9 News anchor Kyle Clark in front of an audience of students at Metro State University to have a frank discussion about issues concerning millennials in the city.
I'm only here because the mayor's office was willing to allow us to have editorial control. They're not saying which questions are going to be asked, how they should be answered. That impresses me as a journalist.
The age range of millennials is between 23 and 38, and they currently comprise 24% of the population in Colorado.
First of all, their engagement is critically important, but we want to lay the foundation here tonight and stress to them how important their voices are and how important their ongoing engagement on the issues throughout the city are for us going forward.
So my question is, with so many millennials moving to Denver, what is the city doing to encourage entrepreneurship and to support entrepreneurs in the city?
How come Denver hasn't declared as a sanctuary city?
What is Denver going to do in order to address the issue of homelessness to ensure that people have access to a safe and comfortable place to live?
To see the full town hall, search Not Your Basic Town Hall on YouTube. The Safety, Housing, Education, and Homelessness Committee heard and passed out of the committee a request for a $3.5 million loan to help close a financing gap for the Stella Project. This project will have over 100 units of all affordable housing in North Denver. It is the second phase of all affordable housing constructed by the Laridan Hall Society, a nonprofit that focuses on helping those with disabilities. The Stella Project also fills a much-needed gap as it features over 100 units that have 2 or more bedrooms.
It's so exciting to see a project come forward with a reasonable number of 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units that will meet a great need in the city.
The loan request will now go to the full council. You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.